Hi, this is artist, entrepreneur, and art educator Eric McRae. This Friday in New Bern, North Carolina is the opening of my exhibition, The Everyday World. And this exhibition is pretty much my return to representational painting after probably a 3 year or more kind of hiatus from more representational painting like landscapes and still lifes and so forth. In a previous period of time, I've been painting the figure somewhat, a little bit of my jazz work, but primarily focus on abstract expressionist or color field painting or just non-objective abstraction. But in my exhibition, The Everyday World, I'm really focused on imagery of the places I go, the things I do, the things I enjoy, symbolism that represents elements of my life, things that represent outer beauty and the natural world around us. And then this exhibition, I guess, is kind of a refreshing and kind of a newness of life. Many of you know that about 2 years ago, I lost my dear mother, who was probably my greatest fan and my greatest cheerleader, who was always in my corner, always there to build me up and help me be a better man. And in the time that I was losing my mother, and in the period of time where she was fading, that's when my desire to paint representational work or imagery just kind of faded away. And during that time, I would just focus primarily on painting for the sake of painting, without dealing with objects or things. I'd just grown weary of things and people and places in some way. I just wanted to paint for the sake of paint, just pour out my heart and address things intellectually or spiritually or emotionally on the surface without the trappings or the boundaries of the material world. But in this new body of work, I guess part of my healing process, I've started to address images that kind of bring me joy, things that let me address the joy of living and the beauty of life. And what I've done is painted a series of sushi paintings and koi ponds and something I always thought was really beautiful. Um, and coastal imagery and places I've gone recently and places I enjoy going to. And then there's one really large, powerful image of a shark. And I put out online what helped me with a title for that piece. And I I have a title and I named it Homage to Damien Hirst. And Damien Hirst is an artist who's been a great inspiration to me. And he did this large painting of a shark. Well, not a painting; it was a sculpture of a dead shark in a tank of formaldehyde. And this image was always in my head. And then one day when I started to compose my painting, I realized that it was very much like looking and standing in front of Damien Hirst's sculpture. So I titled it Homage to Damien Hirst. But in many ways, I realized that shark was a self portrait, and many people didn't realize that. They said, "Oh, Eric, you're a shark." I said, "I'm a shark in the sense that I have purpose and I have a direction and I move constantly. And very seldomly is there ever a dull moment or slow time when I'm not actively going after my dreams and my goals and pursuing my mission in life." So that shark is a creature that must perpetually move. The moment it stops moving, it dies. And recently, when I was ill, I said to my lovely wife, I said, "I feel like I'm dying." And she says, "You're not that sick." I said, "I think because I can't get around and do what I want to do, and I can't feel as free and productive as I am accustomed to. I felt like my life was draining out of me, like I was just going to roll over and die." But fortunately, I didn't. But that shark is kind of a self portrait. And I guess there's many people out there who have that same kind of a compulsion, drive, obsession to go after their goals and their dreams. And when I painted that piece, I knew the guy who would collect that painting. I knew I could see it hanging over their mantle. I could see it in their office. I could see it in their home. The person who could connect with and understand that this shark isn't just a shark, but it's a metaphor for the type of person who just goes out and make things happen. So, make time in your schedule. Come out Friday to my exhibition, The Everyday World, at Fine Art and Baxter's in New Bern, North Carolina. Well worth your time. Hope to see you there. It's 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. in New Bern, North Carolina. Take care. Bye.